Hi, this is one of the best gardenias any gardener should grow in the tropics and the subtropics. It is Gardenia mutabilis. It's had a couple of name changes, but that is the current one most botanists accept. Just dig out the size. This is perfect if you're after a small featured tree or just a large shrub to really make impact. To give you an idea, that's around about 3.5 meters high, almost 4, and it's easily 3.5 to 4 meters wide. But it has been in this one position for many years, I would say well over 10, maybe 12 years, and I've just let it grow up. Some people prune it down to make it a lot denser, but I think this is the best way to grow it. Give it space and give it the glory observation it deserves. Now let's take a closer look at the plant. Now these leaves are glossy, typical of all gardenias, but the flower is the standout point. Now just look at these. Extremely long tubes, they come out white, and over time they mature to this gorgeous, sumptuous golden color. Absolutely heavenly. And the combination of these two flowers makes this plant look like that. And if you can imagine putting this in your courtyard, this would be your featured tree you would enter under to get to your house. The smell is divine, and it really does fill up this courtyard area which I have in my backyard. It is a truly wonderful gardenia, but it may take a little while tracking it down at your local garden centre, so it is worth checking. And I have noticed, I have found it more common in northern Queensland, in the tropics, and of course you'll find it overseas, more so than in the subtropics here in Australia. But ask for it and you will track it down. Just this beautiful cup-petaled pinwheel effect of these flowers is absolutely beautiful. The long tube is another wonderful attribute of this particular gardenia. And yes, the common gardenias, the Florida Magnifica, the Radicans ground cover are great. They are wonderful plants to grow, but this is a feature. This is an explosion of color to celebrate the subtropics and the tropics. This deserves attention. This deserves you to grow it, which is why I grow it. And I regard it as the best gardenia by far in the marketplace. In fact, I would rate this within the top 10 of all plants at all for any gardener here in the subtropics, all the way down to Sydney and further north, and of course in the tropics as well. So check it out at your local garden centre. It is sold with a couple of common names, the golden gardenia. There's a lot of different gardenias with that common name. Sol Ciel, I think, is the other common marketing name. And I'll put all of those other marketing names and other previous botanical names in the description notes of this particular YouTube video. But check it out. This is my favorite gardenia in my garden. And trust me, I do grow a lot, both the native and the non-natives in my yard. But this is my favorite of all the gardenias, and definitely, I think, one of the top 10 plants to grow for every gardener in the subtropics. And that's your garden tip for today. Gardenia mutabilis. Cheers for now.